Hi guys, Kaiser here, and welcome to Commanding Nations. Commanding Nations is an RTS game that is just released into early access, and I was honored to receive a copy from 7Volt Games, the developers, in order to share with you all. I've got to say, I'm really excited for this game because Commanding Nations gathers a lot of inspiration from Command & Conquer Generals, and Generals may be, in my opinion, the best game of all time. Definitely in the top 5. The young Kaiser learned RTS games on the back of Age of Empires 2 and Command & Conquer Generals. And while Age of Empires 2 has received that definitive edition treatment, Command & Conquer Generals has received no such luck. So I've been waiting in the wings to see who would finally create a new game in that mold, and 7Volt Games appears to be taking their shot at it with Commanding Nations. It's pretty exciting. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let me get two things out of the way. First, like I already mentioned, I have received this game as a free copy from 7Volt Games. I really appreciate that. The opinions are mine. That's not going to sway me one way or the other as far as what I share in my feedback, but I am really appreciative of the opportunity to review the game. The other thing is that it is very much in early access. This is a strategy game that is in development. And so there's going to be quite a few things that change and develop. This is not a late stage beta. This is early in the early access process. And so we might see some glitches. We might see some things that will change over time. I just want to get that out of the way. We are currently on version 0.0.106.0. So, with that, let's go ahead and dive in. There are 3 factions in the game. They are Raven, Huang Corp, and the Scavengers, which correlate, if you know your Command & Conquer Generals, to the USA, China, and the GLA, respectively. They're very, very similar factions so far. In the early access, we have 2, Huang and Scav. I will go ahead and add in a Scav opponent. And Team 2, let's switch their color to red. Alright, let's dive in. So the opening stages, again, appear very much like in Generals. We start off with a command center, 1 dozer. First thing we gotta do is build a power plant, get power online, right? So we got power here, we have cash here, we got a mini map that we need to turn on here. Supply depots litter the map, so we gotta take advantage of those. There we go. All right. Power online, so now we got our mini-map up. That gives us access to, so we just built a supply depot. That's how we're going to collect our cash. And I want to get a barracks up. The supply depot does not appear to be translucent. There we go. Okay. All right. I don't know what the optimal number of supply trucks are. I'll build 3.
Construction completed.
You will notice Fog of War has not currently been implemented, so here we go. We see our Scav opponent. Ooh. The AI is deciding where to place that building. There it is. That's fun. Alright, let's see. Supply depot. Let's go ahead and claim, because I really like establishing a strong early economy. Let's go ahead and build another supply depot. And I want to get out a couple of infantry. So we've got a Gatling turret, and we have the bunker. Very, very familiar to me. If I place the bunker down, which I will do in a second, I should be able to garrison infantry within the bunker to shoot at opponents. one of the things that I am noticing, and I'm sure they're going to fix this in an update, is the minimap appears to be slightly off
Completed.
from where the units actually are. So I'm looking right here, but the little red camera box is a little southeast of the actual location. Let's take a look. All right, now with the barracks and the supply depot, we've unlocked, of course, the Gatling turret and the bunker, and we have a war factory, which allows us to build our tanks. We'll pop that down. Oh wait, we're not done with that. No wonder. Voiceover for most of the units has not been implemented yet. Here we go. We have Scav infantry on their way. Let's build a Gatling turret.
Construction lost.
Ooh, no. Not now, please. I need power. Let's see if they auto-acquire targets. Good.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
Now, I have 20 out of 20. Why is my power offline? I wonder. Fortunately, our Huang infantry holding the line well. Interesting that the units in the back are firing just fine. But like once my infantry get within a certain range, they appear to freeze up. Alright, so we got Gatling tanks, we have our medium tanks, our Monarch heavy tank, and then the sweep cannon, heavy artillery, wide area of effect and high damage, slow to move into position and fire. Alright, we're dealing with infantry. The AI loves building infantry, so... let's build a second Gatling turret. One thing I would like to see, if it's in the game, I don't know how to access it yet, is attack move. Being able to take my infantry and move them, across the field, knowing that they'll stop and fire at whatever enemies they run into. That would be nice. All right. So I've got my Gatling tanks. Let's move them forward.
Construction completed.
Let's build a couple of... yeah, let's build some units to show them off. Meanwhile, we've also unlocked the ability to build an airfield. Ooh, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should... Whoa. That's actually not good. Let's do something about that. Oh, my poor Gatling turret. Whoa, they're actually attacking me with... oh. No. Okay, good. One thing you see right there, one thing that is unfortunately not in yet is collision. One of the things I loved about the old Generals game was the ability to run over infantry with your tanks. That was a classic. I need more power. My goodness. Okay, Okay, we need... Where's that Monarch super heavy tank? Yes. With your double barrel guns. Let's go. I think we're about to see... Oh my goodness, look at that.
Obstruct established.
Yeah, is doing better now. Alright, so in the Huang airfield, we have room, 2 docks, 2 bays for fixed-wing aircraft. And then we can also construct some helicopters. Factions do not match. I don't know what that means. They have in-game the defense center, which, if it follows how it worked in Generals, is the building you build in order to unlock advanced weapons. Now, I don't believe that any vehicles are currently... Ooh. Wow. The Monarch does surprisingly little to the Rhino. Is the Rhino like... Is armor... Do vehicles have different armor based on whether it's the front or the back or whatever? That would be interesting. Okay, let's... You know what? Alright, we need more infantry. And we need more tanks.
Construction
Oof.
completed.
Okay. Alright. What we need next, then, we need to go ahead and build a bunker. Oh, didn't it... Can you actually get into the bunker? Okay, you can, yes. It looks like a maximum of 5, I'm guessing. No. Yeah, here's one of the units that does have voiceover. One of the things I did love about Generals, that I do see them... Alright, come on. Why aren't you firing? Oh, that is so strange.
Construction complete.
Alright, go back to your bay. That's weird. Okay. Here we go. Yes. Helicopters are anti-tank, I guess. Good. You know what? Let's send these guys on a glorious charge and take out this vehicle plant. They don't need that. They really don't. Alright, so I've unlocked the defense center, although I don't think that does anything. We got the crypto farm, which it sort of serves as like the black market or the internet center in the old game, in the old Command Conquer game. Shoot him! Yes. Beautiful. I'm wondering if there's directional armor on the tanks. I do not know the answer to that. What I do know is infantry cannot stop me. Oh, that is so cool. Let me see. Are there any... We never did get these guys to fire off. What? Attack target is out of range. I don't even believe that. Anyway, I think it was one of the things I really liked about Command & Conquer's. I loved the use of the air units and how just the speed of them, but then also the air trajectory. Okay, I don't know why these guys aren't firing. They should be able to fire. Let's see if they'll attack the building. Right now, it seems like their air patterns, their ability to just swing wide in the air, is a little extreme. There we go. So the targeting does work against buildings, at least. That's nice. Interesting. It's a salvo of rockets, but it does a single projectile shot of damage. Wait a minute. Why did we just lose power? What's it? Is it the crypto farm? Oh. Yep, I should probably do something about that, huh? Good thing is I've got money. Let's deal with this rhino real quick. There we go. Infantry. How do I... Okay, well, that handles that, I suppose. Good. Command center, grip arm, command center, yes. Everything looks good. And I should get power up shortly, and then we can figure out why we have not defeated our opponent quite yet. Because I think I've wiped out all of his buildings at this point. There it is. I had to take out the last infantry. Either that or I had to get power up. I'm guessing, though, it was the last infantry and I had to win. Alright, that was Commanding Nations, specifically the Huang faction. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And, again, it's an early access title. There's a lot that they have to add in. I'm sure they want to expand the soundtrack. They want to expand a lot of the audio. I'm sure there's plenty they want to touch up gameplay-wise. But in this early access state, it's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable to play, and I love the ambition that they have to be picking up the mantle from Command & Conquer Generals in that RTS style here in 2022 going into 2023. My advice for them is, as you're developing the game, so here are the big picture things that I would do if I were you. One, pay attention to your single player. I think you guys are probably familiar with the video that was put out a couple of months back, and I'm forgetting the name of the YouTube channel, but I'll have it in the description below, where he talks about why is it that new RTS games don't stick. And one big reason is because there isn't this focus on the single player. And just, I think it's important to grab people and capture people in with the aesthetic, with the cool factor. You can't sacrifice that in favor of the competitive RTS experience. You want that competitive multiplayer, but you have to build that on the foundation of a thriving, vibrant world, an aesthetic, the single-player experience. That will grow your audience. That'll get you that multiplayer side of things. Something else that I don't see talked about a lot in the strategy sphere, it's an article I read a long time ago, is don't sacrifice the function of video games as a toy. And that sounds like a silly thing to say, but in some really cool games, they put features and things in whose only purpose is to be fun. The one in the article that I remember is they talk about how in Shovel Knight, the indie platformer game, they gave Shovel Knight the ability to crouch. You hold down and it crouches, and it does absolutely nothing in the game, but just, you can tap that down button, gives him a little dance, and it up and down, and it's just cute, and people loved that. And what I saw a lot in Command & Conquer are little things that were put in that, again, maybe not, I don't know how competitively important it is, but things that for young Kaiser, when I was growing up and learning to play strategy games, were just exciting to toy around with. When I learned that I forget the names, the motorbikes, the GLA motorbikes could actually ride over mountains that no other units could. That was awesome. I just had fun sending them back and forth over the mountains and then watching them launch off the peaks of mountains, into the air. That was amazing. Or certain vehicles could honk, and being able to put being able to take certain units and put them into neutral vehicles and just drive them around. These little things that, maybe you could make them competitively viable. I don't know, but it was just fun to play with. And as you are developing Commanding Nations 7-World games, that would be my advice too, is that maybe you're not hearing from others. I mean, I could say certain things that I'm sure you're hearing from other sources, but my own, what I think would be a unique voice is to say, don't forget to put in those little things that are just fun to toy around with. And then maybe the last bit of advice, as much as I love Command & Conquer Generals, and I know that they've already taken certain steps to do this, so I'm not saying that they aren't doing this or they won't be doing this in the future, but, also don't be afraid to make it your own, and it doesn't have to be a one-to-one remake of Zero Hour, but definitely making it your own game, your own vision, introducing maybe some new things, whether it's units or strategies, gameplay styles. I know that they had been talking about an ammo system, and that might have been taken out. Maybe you put that back in the future. I don't know. But I think what you've got here is a really fascinating foundation for a strategy game, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, leave a comment below. What did you think of the game? What would you want to see in Commanding Nations? What do you want to see next? Are you interested in my showcasing the Scav faction? If you are, leave your comments below. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. For now, this is the Iron Kaiser, signing off.